instead of in a school district or University of Florida or anywhere else, of course this would have whatever design that they wanted on there, right?
Right.
So basically what you're going to see when you come into this thing, and so what I'm doing is you're going to have, your tabs across the top. So what happens is it knows who you are, what job you have, or what area you're in, and it knows what language you speak as well, right? So we can do this in Spanish, we can do it in Portuguese, we can do it in whatever language you want, like I said, because we have access to language packs, right?
Right.
So if you want everything turned over to Spanish, we can turn it over to Spanish, right?
That's pretty cool.
So basically what this was invented to do was do everything in one spot, right, with a click or two away. So if I wanted to go check my email, I can launch my email from right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I wanted to do chat with friends, of course I have a particular chat. If I wanted to do blogs, I could do blogs. If I wanted to go to Facebook, MySpace, LinkedIn, and you can also add friends, right? So also some of these settings down here, online friends and settings, I'm down here at the bottom, I can actually say what I'm doing right now, right? So I'm busy, I'm in class, and whatever. The other thing is this, on the first page, what we call this is, like a university or corporate-owned real estate, right? So if I wanted to push news, right, to anybody, I could put this right here and never let them change it, right? So if I wanted to go look at the president's message, right, so the president comes up and he wants to put a little video message up there, I could run the message, right?
Okay.
So he starts, yakking and whatever. So that's that. I'm not gonna bore you with this message.
Right.
So then the other thing is department news, right? So it knows I'm in the computer department, right? And so it's gonna push me computer lab stuff, or I have a computer science major. So it's also gonna give me campus news or anything, world news, and I can actually add any other kind of tab here what I want, so I can personalize it, right?
Okay.
Now the nice thing about this is I can personalize these to where I want them to go. So it's all drag and drop.
Okay.
So if I want to put my summary on there from day to day or school events or ad events, basically what we do is we find out what calendar you're on, like the school calendar, and we automatically put it on your calendar. Okay? So if you sign up for X, Y, and Z and your schedule shows that you got to be in class on Monday, we already have that on your calendar,
Okay.
right?
All right.
So when we do that, that's kind of a cool thing, like I said, so you don't have to be adding all of your events. You got class from 10 to 2, blah, 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 that's what we go ahead and put on there. So we also tag them as school events, class events, health center, like I said, student events, etc. The interesting other thing is we did residential life, right? So you can sign up for your rooms. You can do a room selection, and you can pay all the charges associated with that. You can manage your vehicle, get a parking sticker, go to health charges, go to the thing, medical questions, blah, 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 schedule an appointment. You can also look at your violations, challenge your violations, and pay violations, right? So that was one thing that was interesting. Then you have student activities for intramural organizations, news and events, etc., personal options. And you look at FERPA restrictions, right? The FERPA restrictions, related to what you want to be able to show them, and here's your communication preferences as well. How do you want to be communicated with? And you can release certain information under FERPA if you want to, and that's the recording of it. So then we have our libraries, we have research tools, Ask a Librarian, admissions, test offered, obtain testing services. So if you want to clip out of a class, or if you want to attain your test scores, or if you want credit by examination, you can also do that. And remember, obtaining test scores is kind of what Rudy was getting into. But let me go further than that. Let me get into academics. So if I go to my academics page, right, so the first thing you see right in the middle is my average GPA is a 3.5. I have 46 of 154 credits to graduate, and I can view my unofficial transcript right there, right? Because the only way to get an official transcript is you request one, and so I can request an official transcript by there, and it goes to the registrar. And it gets sent wherever I need it to get it sent to.
Okay.
right? My advisor, I can chat with my advisor. That's where he is on the map, right? So we have an interactive map. I'm going to go through this, and then I'm going to show you how easy it is to go drop a class. So these are the classes now. Of course, these dates are out of whack. So these, classes, right? So I have my spring 2009, fall 2008, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking at my view, my grades. Of course, here's the map again. Tells me where I'm going. I can view the grades. So if I'm pissed off about something, right, I can talk to my professor. I can chat with him. I can email him. And I can also request an incomplete. And then it also puts my graded or download graded or exams. So if he's put those things back out there where I can download them and I can look at them, that's great. I can look at them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can do everything in printer friendly as well. So view entire class history. So if I wanted to go back all the way through my records, I could go back through there as well. So I could go back in history. So the other thing I wanted to show you is select a semester right here. This is just set up for then. This is what we had it to. I'm going to kill some of these here. Hold on. So basically what we did is we used just shopping criteria. Basically I could do a regular search for a class, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But I wanted to show you my academic advising report, view my planner, right? So this is what I was telling you. It's very, very easy to create my plan. So I click on view my planner. And remember, here's my core classes, my major, my minor, and my electives and miscellaneous, right?
Yeah.
So if I wanted to look, I got a B, an A, a B. So these are all I've done, right? So in my core classes for the Bachelor of Science in Computer Sciences, right? So it's taking exactly what I need, right,
Mm-hmm.
to do specifically to the catalog and what my elected major is, and it's telling me what I can do, right? So if I wanted to choose math, there's the course I could take, right? So if I wanted to do this one, see, the status is still open, or it's closed, or it's whatever, right? So here's one with three different sections, 1307, so I can choose which one I have.
Okay.
Right? So let's just say I needed this, and now I have a cart entry up here, so I'm just going to add that, right? So there it is. Boom. It's up there.
It's in your cart? Okay, I see
Yeah,
it.
it's in my cart.
Yeah, I see
so
it in
I
the cart.
chose that class. I wanted to add that class, right? Now, if I don't want to get rid of that, if I want to get rid of that class, I say, forget that. I haven't enrolled in it yet. Maybe I wanted to take that one. So now it's up there in the cart. So now I come over here to my major, and guess what? I got all these things down here, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to pick that one. So there it's up in the cart again. I've got some minors and electives and miscellaneouses, etc. So I need 3 of 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's some of these. Boom. There's all of those sitting there. Now, so if I'm taking all of those, right, in there, boom, I can enroll in all those. And outside of that, wait just a minute. So that is like core, major, minor, electives, and miscellaneous. But if I wanted to go by, if I wanted to just do a search, or if I wanted to do the semester model, like I said, the semester model breaks it down. Okay, well, this is what you need to do this semester to do specifically this. And I'm not hooked up to PeopleSoft to be able to do that just yet, because the semester is already passed. That's why I don't have the button to do it.
Okay.
So, and it wouldn't do that. So it wouldn't let me have that. But if I wanted to go basically look for, so if I wanted to do computer, right, here's all the computer classes, right? So it does its own search engine. So I have my own search engine built in. Okay?
Okay.
So let's just say I just want to pick a math class. Boom. I want to pick that one. Boom. Right? So those two. And then I go to my enrollment summary. So what it does right now is when I did that, it actually says your pre-enrollment check passed. So it looked at whether I had any kind of prerequisite, conflict, if I could take that class, if like I said, if something were happening, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so what it's doing is it does all of that stuff up front and then finish enrolling. Boom. So now I've enrolled.
Okay.
And that's probably about as easy as you're going to get that broken down for you outside of the semester plan. So let me see if I can see if that one's, the semester's out, so I can. So, and then if I wanted to even do a different search, I could do a different search by math or computer science. I could do a class number and only give me the classes on Tuesday between 9 and 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when we went to school, there's not many, things that will let you search at that kind of level. And all that is, like I said, that's a lot of Web 2.0 stuff, but we broke it down into much easier, things. And then show the open classes only and open entry, open exit classes as well. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, so we go back to that. And again, so if I want to go back and look at my academic planner, it's going to go back and give me my planner. It's going to do everything that I want to do. So these are all my completed courses. And so it makes it much easier.
Are those the grades B, A, B?
That's what I got in that class.
Right, okay.
With a check mark, right? Now, you see the little action here with the arrow?
Yes.
So I can actually retake that class, right? So if I go here, well, I mean, I'm not in the, that's just my planner, but when these actually come, say like I got a D or an F, right? In some classes you're not able to take over, but that little arrow means that you can click on it and you can retake that for another semester.
Okay.
So once you actually get to learn, like I said, it's really easy. We have a plus, the X, or the plus with the arrow, which means you can retake it. Okay?
Okay.
Even though you've already taken it, you can retake it.
Okay.
You go back to there. All right. So basically, I have a 3.5. I got 46 and 154 credits. I'm 30% done. What this is doing is it's always sticking that right in my face. Now, what this is also doing is it's running against, like I said, the the graduation petition to graduate. So when you run all of the piece for graduation, right, and it does your degree audit, and that degree audit runs behind the scenes, right? They only run that usually once or maybe twice for you whenever. So this thing is constantly running that thing and telling you what you need to graduate.
Right.
And that's what it's pushing you. Okay? That's why you rarely need this dickhead over here, right, to tell you what to do. And this dickhead doesn't know what the fuck to do. And I'm serious. And one of the complaints that we got from the parents, and I can't tell you how many people that we interviewed for this. How many times were you told that you went into the advisor and the advisor told you to take this course? Well, okay, well then you come up and you're ready to graduate and you're like, well, fuck, I need this course and this course, and he told you wrong, man. And they're staying in school for another semester, which costs another, $15,000 because that fuckhead didn't tell me the right courses, right?
Right.
And that's what it is, right? So now, when you go to finances, right? So this is all your recent activities. So I need to make Dubai Deluxe, and of course this is out. So I can make a payment really easy. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to fake this. It's faked anyway. So past due, blah, 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 etc. I'll pay $100. Confirmation, returning my money. Boom. Payment was approved. Okay? List of charges. You can view your payment plan. You can actually set up for a payment plan or enroll in a payment plan. Here, if you're in good standing, and if this thing gets fucked up, you'll see it go into, a nasty face or whatever.
Okay.
So it's just, real simple, basic stuff, right? So your web payment's $100, right? So now we have a web payment here. We have a web payment here. We have tuition and fees. You can have download it to Excel. You can have printer friendly. And then you have your financial aid due by semester, right? So you can either accept or decline awards online, accept all, decline all, clear all, update totals, and verify awards. So you can do all this stuff online.
Okay.
Then, Financial Center, you can apply for scholarships, apply for loans, view account balances. You can apply for your financial aid here. You can do work study or set up for work study and also get your tax information. We put little gadgets in here like Google Gadgets for budget calculators, and you can add other stuff. And then you get your meal card and your student account. A lot of places now have what they call one account. So we put the balance here, and you can pay charges, you can up the balance, you can add money, you can, like I said, all that shit. And again, we stuck residential line, vehicle management, and you have one new violation associated with your account, etc. Okay?
Okay.
So that's your financial center. Then you get into portfolio. So here is your online classes, right? You got a 92 and an 86. You've taken 3 classes, right? So I can get my announcements from my teacher. I can get my documents and download them.